tonight, yet again, we have Breath of Fire, which, as you may recall, ended with us barely making it to the city of Bleak before we cut it short. True to my word, I did not go into the city and do anything story related. However, I did spend about an hour after my stream ended while I was watching the GKU crew do their thing and did a little bit of leveling. Got one of the party members up to level 18. I think the other two are both still level 17. But should be a little more manageable moving forward. Now, the downside is going to be that when we get our next party member, he's going to be under-leveled, but, you know, such is life, right? We'll just have to level some more. So let me get into my chat here so I can see what's going on, and then I will be ready to jump right into it. There we go. There we go. I don't really like this light. It's already hurting my eyes, so you're just gonna have to not see my face that well. Alrighty. I think I get to level 18. Yeah, so Bo is level 18. The other two are level 17. The reason Bo is ahead of the other two is simply, hey, what is up? What is up? Is because Bo was the only one that survived the gremlin fight, so he got a little boost to his XP. Hello, GKU. How are you? Glad to have you. While I wait for a couple more people to filter in, if I'm lucky. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I understand. I have some interesting Breath of Fire trivia to share, which explains why we think that Bo sucks. So, let me finish this fight, and I gotta go to a shop, and hopefully I can show off what I'm talking about very quickly. I was on the Breath of Fire wiki, not looking up facts so much. Blessed stream is blessed. Thank you. Not so much looking up hints, but I discovered that apparently there are cursed items in this game. There is cursed gear that causes you to take more damage. And one of those pieces of cursed gear is the wolf hat. So, the wolf hat, for anybody who wasn't in our first episode, the wolf hat is found in a hole in the Dark Dragon's fortress and can only be used by Bo. And Bo's not even in your party yet when you find it. But apparently, when you equip it, it increases the damage that the wearer takes by like 50% or by 100%, something crazy. And that's why Bo always gets the shit kicked out of him, is because they literally set you up with this piece of gear that you think is specifically meant for him, and it's trash. You're not supposed to use it. Yeah. This is a thing. Yeah, and he wears that fucking hat forever because you think, oh, there's nothing that's an upgrade for it, right? And then now I know that it's cursed, and I can't even swap the damn thing out because I sold those bronze hats. So I can't even like swap it. But yeah, hang on, I'm gonna find it. Wolf hat. Let's see. I gotta find it. It's not in the normal spot I would expect it to be. But I was just kind of like randomly going through this game, and it popped up, and I was like, "Oh, you got to be shitting me!" And everyone in the forum was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, it's totally true. It's actually a thing." Yeah, here's a on the game FAQs forum. Why does Bo take so much damage? And then the very first response was, is he equipped with some kind of cursed item? Ding, ding, ding. Swap out the wolf hat for another helmet and the problem is gone. That is so incredibly shitty. Like, really and truly. That makes me sad. I can't believe I never knew that, honestly. Yeah. Here it is. I found it in another spot. The wolf hat is only usable by Bo, and increases damage opponent's attack inflicts on the user ×2. Yeah. The other ones that do that are the power hat, which Karn and Gobi can wear. And then there's one called the skull hat that anyone can wear. And I remember the skull hat because you find a couple of them in the game. And apparently the skull hat increases damage inflicted on the wearer by 33%. Yeah. I have no idea. But essentially, he's like better off not wearing a helmet than he is wearing that helmet. But because you can't unequip gear, once you put it on, you're pretty much just stuck with it for a really long time, which sucks. Because now every time I get hit, I'm gonna know. Oh, god damn it. The other thing is, which I probably should have known, but apparently if you're in the back row, you take less damage, even if there's nobody in the front row. And if you're using a melee weapon, you do less damage as well, but Ryu is using a Rang, which is a ranged weapon. So at this point, everyone in our party should be in the back row. I never knew the game was that into it, really and truly. So, yeah, those are my things to share. And it's so... Yeah. I'm actually really strongly considering... Yeah, maybe. I guess it wouldn't matter if Dude Man wasn't taking double damage though, right? Okay. So what I need to do, because I didn't find this out until after I had like gotten here, what I actually need to do is go back to Arya and buy a sun hat for Bo, and then let's see if he suddenly just becomes the best character ever. Because he can wear the sun hat, but Ryu has it equipped right now. We're going to put Karn's ass up there. Be like, good luck, brother. Anyway, how have you been, GKU? I know you said you got to go, so I don't want to hold you up. And whoever else came in, welcome, welcome. I know Calray is here. I know there's at least one other in here chilling. I did also have a very nice drop while I was doing these leveling. Apparently one of these two enemies, the mage or the G-Knight, has a chance to drop M drops because I got one. I got a moon drop from them. Absolutely, I will be here. Oh my god. So I should be taking 10 damage right now from that enemy. Hey, divide by zeros. I'm so glad you're here, bud. I got some stuff to tell you. How have you been? Have you had a good week? I understand. Not super busy, if I'm being honest. We had a class to teach, but since we can't actually do anything in person, it was actually pretty boring. It was literally just me reading procedure for like 6 hours straight. Nobody had a computer with a camera, so I don't even know if they were awake. There wasn't a test, so good luck and may the odds be ever in your favor. Whatever. I think that online training in my line of work is a crock of bullshit. So, but they make me do it. So, yeah. So, Divide, have you seen my new setup since I started doing this with the little frames and stuff? Were you in here on Tuesday or no? Okay. Well, I've been messing around. I've been trying to be a good boy streamer. And not only was I messing around with this, but I actually dropped some real human money and got some overlays and things for Streamlabs. And then once I had done that, I now can't get my camera to detect on Streamlabs. I need to mess with it more. And apparently a lot of the extensions and things you can get for Twitch Studio do not work for Streamlabs. So I'm still trying to decide which one I actually want to use better, or which one I like better. But I did get some updated Breath of Fire specific like follow notifications and things like that. They look a lot cooler in the other one. If I was streaming in Streamlabs, they look a lot cooler because they would have the huge picture that like pops up on your screen and plays music and everything. But so my cool and interesting thing I was going to tell you, Divide, is that you can't do trades. Oh, it's because he's the item guy. The Steam Summer Sale started today and runs through July 8th. And one of the games that they have on Mega Sale is Blasphemous. So I wishlisted Blasphemous, and when we get paid on the 1st, I will be purchasing it. And I also already made a purchase. If you look at my schedule, you may notice that there is a new... I'm going to talk about that later. I've changed my schedule up, but just for your benefit, if you look at my schedule, you'll notice that there is now a Saturday and Sunday evening Twitch stream and chill, and the Sunday evening is going to be Dead Cells. So we will see exactly how chill and Twitch stream friendly it is. And that one should be fun. I don't want to get burnt out on it because I still don't have the biggest community, and that game allows for a lot of community involvement with the Captain Chicken and the Twitch chests and all that, kind of like crowd control light stuff that game does. But I'm interested to at least try it out for a little bit and see how I like it. So but they got a ton of stuff. I mean, it is the Steam Summer Sale, right? My wish list has 35 games on it right now, and they've got some really good ones. A couple that I've played before, just not on Steam, like Transistor Um, they've got some bigger games like Skyrim that are on pretty good sale. They've also got Rogue Squadron, the old N64 Star Wars flying game. Gonna buy that. Maybe make that into a Saturday morning cartoons game. Lots of cool stuff. So you should check it out. Whether you're still interested in doing streams of your own or not, there's a lot of good stuff on there that's on like mega sale. And the original Lego Indiana Jones is 75% off, so I'm gonna snag that shit. I'm gonna play the crap out of that on Saturday mornings. I'm gonna play so much Lego Indiana Jones. I freaking love that game. I still love that game. Yeah, they got a ton of stuff though, for real. And if you look through my schedule, and this isn't just for Divide, just for everybody, you'll notice I've made some tweaks in the short term, but I've also started to plot out the games that I'm going to play for the foreseeable future. So like all of my retro RPG games are plotted out for the rest of the year pretty much. And I've still got more after that to play. I have about 4 more Saturday morning cartoon games that I'm gonna play, so looking good. As long as I don't die or get bored, I've got stuff to do for the foreseeable future now. So this is the original Breath of Fire, Divide by Zeros. Now, I think I told you last time you were in here that one of the other people in the stream, Garage Kids United, is currently streaming Breath of Fire 3, but this is the one that started it all back in 1991, I think, 92. And it's a pretty straightforward RPG, but it does have some interesting little twists and kicks to it. One of which I never knew about until about 6 hours ago. I was messing around in the wiki looking for like little animated things like my little guy that's walking here. And I found out there's a hat that you get. If you heard me say this already, you can tell me to shut up. But before you get the character in the front with the bow, whose name is Bo, going through the dungeon where you get him, you can find a treasure chest that has a helmet called the Wolf Hat in it. And neither of the other 2 characters can use it yet. The only character in the party that can use it is Bo. And when you put it on him, it's the best helmet on paper for a considerable chunk of the game for him to use. But I and several of the other people in the stream were talking about how, it kind of seems like Bo just really sucks. Like he gets wailed on really badly. And come to find out that it's because the Wolf Hat is cursed. It's an actual game feature that item is cursed, and it causes your character to take double damage whenever they get hit while they're wearing it. So for literally 30 years, I've just gone away thinking that Bo just sucked horrendously. And it turns out that I've just been wearing a cursed item all these years and never knew it. Did you really not? The way you typed that, I kind of hear you in my head going, "Oh wow, I had no idea." Like, did you really not know? Did you know and not tell me? Be honest. Actually, I'm going to keep the tablet because I'm going to need it in a little bit anyway. Have you played this game before, Divide? Like, would you have a way to know that? I'm just curious. Oh, okay, so you have played it before. For some reason, I thought you had never played it. Who are the people that are hiding from us? Did you know about this? Yes. Put 100 gold pieces on the table. I'll make it disappear. No. Oh, McAfee died or was murdered. So you're not a fan of illusions. That's fine with me. Come and see the great magician at work. No. Did I do it wrong? Yes. Yes. Okay. Hey, look behind you. No. What? Don't you trust me? Okay. Hey, look behind you. No. What? Don't you trust me? Okay. Hey, look behind you. It's Chun-Li. See? Didn't I tell you how great it was? Lord. So silly. Chun-Li also appears in the crowd at the Coliseum of the Arena of Champions or whatever in Breath of Fire 3. And I don't know if it's still a thing, but in the old Breath of Fire games, or maybe it was only in the Game Boy Advance version, there were actually cheats where if you named the hero after certain Street Fighter characters, you would be teleported to certain points in the game. I got to look that up and see if that was a thing in the original, because it was like the new characters from like Street Fighter 2 Turbo or whatever, Street Fighter 3, whichever one. So what do you think, Divide? Was McAfee murdered, or did he just kill himself because he was 75 and he was going to spend his final days in jail? It's kind of a weird thing because they say he killed himself in jail because he was going to go to... It's just so weird because, I don't know, I can't fathom it. Because, I mean, he's 75 years old, but he was in jail. He was in prison in Spain. So he killed himself because he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in prison. But by doing that, he ended up spending the final moments of his life in prison anyway. And they were, like, way more agonizing than he might have had otherwise. You would have chopped your own head off. Didn't I tell you how great it was? Yep, that's pretty cool. And then he just runs. He just books out the door. Yeah. I did see some tweets and stuff that people were putting out to that effect, where they were like, what does it say when a U.S. citizen would rather kill themselves than be sent back to the United States to be subjected to their criminal justice system? Which, you know, as with so many things we talked about with my job and our former shared career path, I'm just like, hey man, so maybe don't tax evade, don't fraud, and you won't go to prison. Like, just because a lot of people that commit those crimes don't go to prison doesn't mean you won't. So I don't know. It's a shame anyway. It's always a shame when somebody does that. The people have fled their hometowns because of the Dark Dragons. I understand that there is a connection between the goddess and the Dark Key. The book reveals tricks of master thieves. It's hidden in crypt. I've seen the old man in the El Keep talk to ghosts. Very odd. Oh, Leica Sir, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So great to see you. And look, you get to be the first ever person to experience my new follower, my little follower notification. That's Zig from Breath of Fire 3 waving hello. So thank you and welcome. So glad to have you here. We're just working our way through some classic Breath of Fire. I'm playing it on the Switch SNES Virtual Console. Karn could help you enter the safe in Aria, but he's in Crypt now. Actually, he's in Aria, in prison. You'll need the icicle to travel in the desert. Trade a gold bar for it? You have a gold bar. I'll trade you the icicle for it. He does it. There you go. So that's why we had to do all those chores back in Aria in the last episode. If you don't have the icicle, you just simply cannot progress into the desert. You take life. You take white antler. Man, I am rolling in white antlers. I remember the first time I got one of those in this stream, I was talking about how rare they are. I think I've got 4 now. Yeah, I don't know enough about his underlying case to really be able to offer an opinion. And the fact that I say that sets me apart from a lot of people I know. But just like I said, at its core, it's always a shame when somebody thinks that that's their best option. Now let's see how much less damage Bo takes when he gets hit now that he's not wearing that cursed hat. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter because he's just going to kill him outright. Another cave. I think it's great that all the caves basically look identical, but they did take the time to change the wall and floor color, so they almost never are the same combination of colors. So, like, even though all the caves basically use, like, 5 different set pieces, you still know which one you're in every time. You're like, oh yeah, I know it. That's the underwater volcano, or oh that's the cave to Aria. Like, that's just funny to me. Oh. 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 Thought it was gonna be a queen. It was gonna be a queen sweep, guys. It was gonna be a clean sweep. Lord, I haven't even been drinking and I'm all over the place. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, having the steel bow on Bo is just... He just always does 80 or more damage all the time. I love they give you so much AP on Nina. It's like candy. Oh, new enemy. The midget. These guys have a pretty cool attack animation. They like throw their axe at you and it flies out and hits you and bounces back into their hand. A lot of the attack animations in this game are just like they just like dash forward or they flash or something. So that's, you know, that's honestly kind of better than a lot of them. Yeah, this I spent maybe an hour fighting gold slimes outside of Bleak, and the amount of XP that you get for those enemies versus the things here is so ridiculous. Gold slimes are worth like... It's actually weird, because when you fight one gold slime, they're worth 1200 XP, but when you fight 3 of them, they're worth like 3121. But in this game, XP... The XP that you earn in fights is actually split between all your party members. So when I'm getting 240 experience points, I'm actually only getting 80 XP per person. So to look at, you know, a monster in this cave gives me 80 XP per person versus 400 XP per person for one monster outside the cave. That's pretty crazy. Hey, Benzo, how's it going, my friend? Just working our way through the cave towards the desert. I was talking earlier about an interesting piece of trivia that I found out about the game and why Bo is apparently garbage in the first half of the game. And GKU went to get some groceries or something. He said he had to run up the street, but he's lurking. So the short version of the thing I found out is that apparently the wolf hat is a cursed item, and it causes you to take double damage from enemy attacks while you are wearing it. Which explains why Bo gets the shit slapped out of him so badly in the first part of the game, is because he wears that hat for freaking ever. You never find something that's better on paper than that until you get to like the Fishman town. So you're just wearing it, and then when you get to the Fishman town, that's when you get the fusions, and you kind of stop ever having Bo in your party as Bo. So you just think in your head that Bo is garbage, and it's actually that he's wearing a cursed hat, just doing his best in the only way he knows how. Yeah, he takes half damage not wearing it. The sun hat has the same stats as the wolf hat, but it's not cursed. Yeah, it blew my mind. I was going through the wiki looking for some more little animated thingies like my Ryu that's here, and it just popped up like as I was reading stuff. You know, you get sucked into Wikipedia, and I was like, this can't be true. And I looked on a GameFAQs site, and I looked in some forums, and everybody seems to have known about it, except for me. And you and GKU and Divide by Zeros. Except for us. So I think I pretty much just head straight south, right? You can't catch the Dragon Hat with the regular rod, right? You have to have the special, like, Rod 5 or whatever. Yeah, I feel like that's the case, because otherwise I'd already be over there. Getting it. Yeah, all the wells. I'm pretty sure they do too, because I feel like, reaching back through my hazy memories, I feel like pretty much as soon as you get Gobi's fish form, like the first thing I always do is I go to Tunland and I get that, because you get that in Tunland if I'm not mistaken, and then I run around and grab all of them. Bo's level 19 and the other two are still 17, I think. Yeah. I don't mind the encounter rate in this game nearly as much as I mind the lack of XP that you get for fighting stuff in this game. I was talking about that right when you came in, Benzo. I was saying it's so silly that you literally get, if you kill 2 shadows, you get 80 XP per person. If you kill 1 G slime in the same area, you get 400 XP per person. But the G slimes can kill you because they can cast freeze and all this other crazy stuff. Also, Benzo, if you didn't know, the Steam Summer Sale started today, and they've got a ton of stuff on sale. I don't get paid until the 1st, but I added, like, I don't know, 25 or 26 games to my wish list. And I went back and I took some off, but even taking some off, I got a lot of cool stuff I'm gonna be streaming. Like I was telling Divide and the others that were in here, you know, God willing, after July 1st, I will have enough stuff to stream something new, like in every time slot every month until like the middle of next year. Like I am so set. I'm so excited. Like the worst part is I just can't stream all day every day just to be able to play all the games, you know? I want to be able to play all the games with you guys, and I have to choose, and I hate it. But I looked for the moving town, but couldn't find it, really. I, like, literally ran into it a second ago. I'm very... I don't know. I feel phlegmy. I don't know why. I have a craving for nuts, but they don't grow on palm trees. Oh, Divide. The other thing I'm thinking I might get, the Fife. They have Undertale for $3, and I have never played Undertale. And I know that that's like one of those games that I think if you're a gamer, you're supposed to play. So I might snag Undertale for $3 and make that into like a community choice game or something in the future. I've heard people rave about it, so I don't know. The giant sandworm appears with every new moon. I'll give you the Fife if you destroy it, okay? When the sandworm appears, it eats our goats. There's a new moon tonight. Wait, and you will see it. Let's do it. It's all in your hands now. If I just go home. What if I choose not to fight? Oh, well, too late. Oh, this is our first time we get to use our dragon transformations, y'all. Let's get him. Fry. Nina. So when we went into that little shrine about halfway through last week's session, right after the gremlin tried to screw us, and I fought the gargoyle monster Talon, this is what I unlocked for that. I unlocked the Snow Dragon, Flame Dragon, and Thunder Dragon abilities. And this is interesting because, see, we're getting into like one of the weird things about Breath of Fire, which is that there are different elements of spells, and there are, you know, the Snow Dragon costs less than the Flame Dragon, costs less than the Thunder Dragon, but magic generally does a set amount of damage in every situation. Like, there's a few situations where it's like this specific spell only affects undead or does more against a certain enemy or whatever, but for the most part, you just always use whatever costs the most AP and you're fine, which is why we're going to use the Thunder Dragon. He's a little baby. I see some more people jumping in. Welcome, welcome. We're about 40 minutes into tonight's stream. We are about to drop a lightning bolt on this boy's head. And hopefully when we kill him, we'll be able to go into the crypt and find Karn, the thief. So this is just going to be a set 130 every time we hit him. And unlike Breath of Fire 3 and 4, you don't actually drain AP every turn. So it's just, you just pay the 12 to transform. and then you can just go ham for the entire fight. The dragon abilities are really kind of busted. I was looking through my inventory because if I had any marble ones, that's a guaranteed crit, and with the dragon forms, the crits just do double damage. So we'd really be tearing through him, but I was just curious if attack up would actually affect it. I've never really tried it before, so. There's really not a whole lot that Nina can do because the enemy is so ridiculously outclassed from my leveling last time. I could probably kill him without actually. I don't even think he's got a second wind. I could probably kill him without healing at all unless something really crazy happens, but. Yeah, look at that. 16 damage, Benzo. Bo don't give a shit. He's like, oh, thank God that finally that cursed hat is off of my noggin. It's been 30 years I've been wearing that stupid hat. He basically takes the same amount of damage as Nina, which sounds like a bad thing, but Nina's got Fort cast on her. So, oh my God. I can't believe I never figured that out. Oh, he does have a second wind. Okay. Well, guess what, brother? You're gonna die anyway. We're putting out 240 damage per turn. I guess 200 now that I'm not casting Fry. Oh my God, Bo. Bo, I'm so sorry, friend. I didn't know. And I don't think I actually killed it. I just drove it away. Like, it's one of the only times, it might be the only time you fight an enemy in this game that when you kill, it doesn't do the and like disintegrate. He just goes back in the sand. He's still down there lurking. Please take the fife as a gift of my gratitude. The fife is in the treasure box. We did it. Alrighty, so now we're going to go into the crypt, which is going to be super fun and exciting. Lots of O-traps. Your journey has been recorded. The reason I do both, guys, is because if you weren't here last time, this secondary suspend point right here with the gremlin, I was in this boss fight, which is one of the worst boss fights in the first part of the game, for me at least, and I got him to one hit, and my capture card like died on me, and I had to fiddle with it for like 5 minutes to get it working again. And basically, I put the switch. I picked up the switch off the stand and had to save. So I keep the suspend points in case something like that happens. And I just get into the habit of doing it all the time whenever I save my game normally, or right before a boss fight. But oh, they switched up their order again. I was like, wait, why is Ryu going? I don't like this. I hate that gremlin so much, and I honestly was thinking about making a channel point redeem just for when I'm playing games on the Switch, where it's just like, kill the gremlin, and you just pay 1,000 channel points, and I'll load it up and then kill the gremlin, and then go back to whatever I'm doing or something. But I know that'd be silly. I would be the only person redeeming it. I would redeem it for myself constantly. Tweedledee. I feel like my camera is more zoomed out than normal. What do y'all think? I feel tiny. It's probably because I'm playing in the preview screen, so I'm only actually using like a third of my computer screen. So everything looks smaller. We're going to use a couple of these just to get down into the actual crypt. Because again, the enemies here aren't really that strong. So there's no point in slogging through them when I'm already like 3 levels past where I'm supposed to be for this point in the game. Especially since Karn is going to join the party as like a level 12 or something like that, level 10. And then we'll have to level him up anyway. See if I can remember this right off the bat. Probably not. Grab a few treasures. Oh no! I'll be alright. I'm gonna assume that that makes you like able to resist sleep and not, you know, makes you more likely to be shocked or something when you're wearing it. But yeah, normally if you go into these, this is like a grid pattern. If you go into this, if you go into the center areas, the large like 4 squares between the raised platforms, there are traps there. Not in all of them, but in several of them, and it'll drop you into a big hole, like a sub basement floor. Like watch. Oh nope, not here. Here? Nope, not here. Here? Nope, not here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm golden. But if you just hug the wall there, you'll be fine. I was thinking I might be able to snag something useful, but it looks like it's mostly crappy stuff on the edges. Right? It's a shitload of them. There's so many. I was just going down the list for like ever. Bo loses AP. Dagger. That's an unfortunate one. Oh, wait. Perfect. Alright, we'll worry about the other stuff once we get Karn. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I am with you there, my friend. I gotta go just a little over 8 hours, but not enough that it'll be terrible. It'll just be a little bit extra, little extra chunk of my soul that they'll keep this week, but it's okay. Makes him fat. I'm gonna save that actually for I'm gonna save that for Karn. See what Karn is gonna need. Alrighty. Second boss fight of the night. Stop right there. Oh, I was like, oh well, there it goes. It just broke. Yeah, look, see, it messed up. There goes the sound. It's like once every 45 minutes to an hour, it does something. So now we gotta hope that it doesn't mess up again in the next 5 minutes. It's just sitting here, and it's like on a flat spot with good airflow. I don't know what the problem is with it. Sometimes it just doesn't like life. I'm not dropping any frames. I'm not getting any slow frames. It's just sometimes it doesn't work like it's supposed to. I really, really wanted to get a GIF of this guy so that I could have him be my my like follow notification or whatever, but it didn't work out. I couldn't find a good one. Ow, really hurt my hand. But I did get some cool stuff though on my hunt. I got some cool little moving Breath of Fire gifts that I can use. Also, to anybody who may be interested, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I guess most of you are still here, which, you know, for that. Last stream on Tuesday, we did hit our goal for the Elysia Dragoon Viewer's Choice, which I have changed up my schedule on the Viewer's Choice stuff, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But I did extend the Earthworm Gem redeem, so Earthworm Gem is 19% done to be our September game, is how it's going to fall out. And then the other one that I put in there is Kirby Superstar, which is the I think it's like 6 or 8 different Kirby games that are all in one pack together. So those are the 2 games that are currently competing for the September spot. The reason I say the September spot is because I changed the way my schedule is going to work moving forward, so I have a little more free time for actual life stuff. So as I was saying last time in my stream, I am currently on hiatus from doing First 15 YouTube videos. So I'm not doing any new indie game reviews for a while, which I'm really sad about, but it was also the part of the whole streaming thing that I was finding to be the most like work. And I don't make enough money doing this for it to be work. The other thing I did was I am going to limit... I changed my Viewer's Choice games. So instead of being on Saturdays and overlapping with Twitch Stream and Chill, I am going to do the second Friday of every month will be a Viewer's Choice game, which means that instead of doing Super Metroid next Saturday, I'm going to do it next Friday or the following Friday instead. So that would be July 8th, I think. And then for August, we'll do Elysia Dragoon, and then either Earthworm Jim, Kirby Superstar for September. October, we're not going to do one because I'm going to be playing Metroid Dread the day that it would normally fall on, which I'm sure everyone would rather see than Golden Axe or something anyway. So yeah, lots of changes to ye old streaming schedule, but hopefully the way this will fall out is I'll have 3 nights a week off. I'll still be able to stream the same number of times, but I'll have more time to spend with Calrea not streaming. So, yeah. Is this a group spell? No. He can't have much HP left. Yep, called it. Oh, I hate that. You get 933.33333 XP for that fight. Ah! You're only human. You're not supposed to possess such power. Explodes. It's the power of the dragon, brother. Skull Hat. Icy Hat. Antidote. Skull Hat. Yeah, the Skull Hats are also cursed. Skull Hats make you take 33% more damage when you're wearing them. So that's the other cursed item that I found out about early on. And then there's the Power Hat, which is later on in the game. So Skull Hats are a no-no. We don't like Skull Hats. Which is another, that's something that you get the Skull Hats and you immediately put them on two of your party members, and then you don't understand why your characters are getting slapped around so badly. I'm sorry to hear that your day was a slog, though. Divide by zeros. Product placement. Am I rich yet? Ken has Monet. Karn, I almost drowned looking for you. What's going on? Someone is trapped in the safe in Aria. Can you open it? I can open anything if you bring me the book from the tomb. Okay, but why don't you come with us? You guys go ahead. I'll wait here. Come on, don't wimp out. I love this dialogue. Okay, come on. I'll take care of any locked doors we find. But you're learning something, which is good. And the fact that you're smart enough and skilled enough to teach yourself should make you feel good. I'll take care of any locked doors we find. Right. Oh, wait. Gotta put some gear on him. Alright, give him that. So he's wearing the suede gown, and I always wondered about why he's wearing the suede gown. That just seems strange to me. I need to check and see if his stuff is considered frontline or backline. Throwing dagger. Oh, it's not here. Oh wait, there it is. Throw dagger. Yeah. Oh well. Well, then that's all you gotta do. So we finally got a full party. Go us. I'm not sure if Karn should be on the front row or the back row, because he's using a melee weapon, but his animation, he's throwing it, so I don't know if they're counting it as a ranged attack. They put him in the back row automatically. On the other hand, they put Bo in the front row automatically, and I don't know why they do that, but whatever. As long as he's not wearing cursed gear, right? Start him out with the skull hat. Every time I played this game, I would always start him out with the skull hat. And I would just be like, man, he's so weak. It's because he was taking 33% more damage than he was supposed to. Ah, such a dirty, dirty move. It's okay. It's okay, Karn. I won't let them hurt you anymore. Well, shoot, if I'd have known that those things spawned in here, I probably would have been doing this all along. Get him. Oof. Very nice. Yeah, I'm back to using marbles now that I got some levels under my belt. Oh, no. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, some treasure over there. I'm gonna have to go back through this whole place anyway, so. Oh. Let's just get lay item and then work our way back out. I remember this. It's always the last one you check, right? Isn't that right? I'm pretty sure it's always the last one you check. These guys are from the tower in Agua. What are they even doing here? Goobers. So see, now we got a fourth party member, so instead of them being worth 80 XP each, they're worth 60 each. Go us. Or maybe they were always worth 60 each, and the amount that you get goes up. I don't know. The casket is empty. Oof. That Iki dough. So what's the E stand for? Evil chest, maybe? Nice. Feels good, man. That was a tear of happiness running out of my eye. Just right off the bat. Like, nah, fam. You're done. You're done. You're done. I don't know if I like it or think it's broken, or maybe both, that when you get a slam with the Rang, it's a critical hit against all the enemies and not just one of them. Something is written in the casket. The casket is the book. Since you figured out the trap, you already have great skills. Karn gains confidence. We did it. Save it, Karn. We've got to get back to Aria. Okay, I just wanted to have my moment of triumph. I like how they just instantly start chatting with him like they're old buddies. Like they like make jokes and stuff right off the bat. It's kind of silly, but it's endearing in a way. They're just instantly all buddies. What's over here? Treasure, perhaps. Hunt clothing. Nice. We're going to run through here and get all the treasure on our way back out. Leave this place totally empty. And then we're heading straight back to Aria, yeah? I guess in theory... No, you need the mirror. Do you need the mirror? I guess you could go straight to the Dark Tower and get the key on the way. I'm not sure. This is one of those games where I'm not sure if they did a really good job of preventing you from sequence breaking, or if it's because the game is just laid out in a very linear fashion to the point where you really can't. Life. Herb. So that's where I just was. Is this going to be a great big huge loop with no treasure? I feel like it is. I feel like this is going to be a 2 marble room that doesn't really yield a whole lot. But I refuse to check a map. Yep, that's just a loop. I was just right there. And again, just like now that, knowing about the tower, I say now that, I mean, having always known about the steel bow and Agua, walking through these big empty hallways, you just gotta wonder which of these blocks has a item for Karn, right? Like, what if right when you get every major character, there's an item somewhere nearby that just nobody knows about? Like, you're supposed to just walk up to a certain spot and press A, and you'll get like the Dark Dagger or something, I don't have the time to learn how and the interest to that degree, but I would love to figure out if there's a way to like rip the code on this game and then just look and see if there's any like hidden treasures and things that nobody's discovered, just like go through and look at the programming for every map and just find all the stuff just to know. Maybe someone has, I would assume not, because a lot of the walkthroughs and things, and like the Breath of Fire, you look up Breath of Fire secrets and tricks or whatever, and most of them are not going to say anything about the steel bow being hidden in that wall. Most of them don't say anything about being able to skip the Pog battle. They certainly don't tell you that the wolf hat is cursed. So, whatever. So that's the boomerang. Alright, so we're in the top right corner. I was thinking I was in the room that's 1 floor up. when I said that. Okay, 2 floors up. Ah. Y'all will have to forgive me for yawning. I've been staying up really late watching GKU streams. Oh, there's one. Iron Shield. Can he use that? Probably not, right? Oh, yeah, he can. There we go. Oh. I think this is a trap, too. Yep. I remembered. So I'm not certain, but I'm wondering if there's a treasure down here, like in the Dark Dragon's Fortress. If there's treasures in this room, probably not. I'm probably just wasting my time doing this. But again, I have to know. That feel when one of your best standard fighters is also one of your fastest standard fighters and also can hit everything on the field at once. Not broken. So I wonder, are there any extensions that I should maybe add to my stream? Because I feel like everybody just sits and they watch very quietly, and everyone's so polite, and I'm okay with that, but I don't want y'all to be getting bored. And I see a lot of streams that have things like the stream avatars, stuff like that. Cat filter I probably won't do because it would be too distracting. You know, I did add the new follow notifications and raid notifications and stuff with little Breath of Fire enemies and characters that pop up, as we saw with Like a Sir, who popped up earlier. Hey, Drew, did you miss anything funny? Well, it'll be the third time I've explained it now, but apparently the reason Bo kind of sucks in the game is because the natural thing that everybody does when they get him is they put the wolf hat on him because he's the only one that can wear it. And apparently the wolf hat is one of 3 helmets in the game that is cursed and causes you to take additional damage from enemies. So the wolf hat and the power hat make you take double damage when you're wearing them. And the skull hat, which you find 2 of in the room where you get Karn, makes you take 33% more damage. So, apparently, when he's not wearing a cursed item, Bo is actually just, like, legit better than the hero in most ways. Other than the fact that the hero has the rank. Yeah. I found it through sheer stupid luck. Looking stuff up, which I've been talking about it, and I haven't shown you guys some of the stuff that I've gotten. But I found all sorts of fun little gifts of various monsters and things that I think you'd like. So I got this guy. I love this monster from Breath. Most of these are from Breath of Fire 3, but I got this guy. I can make him look the other way. He can watch me. He can watch me stream while I play. I also got a pretty cool Fulu animation where he does his little teleport attack. I got a few other monsters. This one I really like. This one pops up when I get a raid. if I ever get a raid, this one will pop up. This guy. So yeah, I was having fun today. What else do I have? Oh, I've got a nice Ryu 2 attack animation. But that's pretty much all that we've been doing today. We've just been chatting. We've made our way over to the crypt. As you can see, we've got Karn in our party. We've gotten the book, and we're heading our way back out now. I don't know if you guys were you able to see any of the things I was changing? Because I wasn't hitting save between them. Did you see Ryu change at all? If not, I'm gonna feel foolish, but I should have been looking on my stream on my phone to see if you could see anything changing. Anybody at all? Did you see my little walking Ryu changing next to my picture, or was I just like talking about nonsense and nobody understood what I was saying? Oh, Lesai. I think it probably was not changing for you all, and I just look crazy. You would have seen it, because Ryu would have been cycling through like 4 different monsters, and then character designs from 2 other Breath of Fire games. So I think I was just cycling through them all and looking like a fool. Nothing new there, right? But so how are you today, Drew Mink? Now that I've thoroughly embarrassed myself for being a less than pro streamer. I think I got them all now, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Once I get into another fight, I'll do the chain. I'll swap them again, divide, and I'll look on my phone this time to actually see if you can see them changing or not. Alrighty. I think that I am all out of marbles. Yep. Lost all my marbles. Nice. Let's go rest. Alrighty. We are rolling right along, y'all. We are making better progress than I feel that I made as a kid. I don't know. Maybe I, just like most other children, maybe I just lacked that fundamental patience. I didn't really understand what a long time was. Because We're 7.5 hours into the game, and we've got 4 party members. Like, we're crushing it. What was that? 45 XP per person? 180 divided by 4? Yep. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I just thought of something. You know what I thought of, guys? I'll show you what I thought of. Give me 1 second. That's all I had to do. That's all I had to do. Okay, so now we've got Karn. And since everybody's being super quiet, I'm going to set up a poll. Okay, so there we go. I've put up a poll. Where to now? You've got 2 options: treasure hunting or get more keys. So we've been through a lot of areas so far in the game, and a lot of them have locked doors. Now that we have Karn, we can unlock every door in the game, which means we can go back to various areas and we can get all the goodies that we missed before. And I can think of at least 3 places we can go right off the bat. So I know that most fans of JRPGs are all about their fat loot, but I'm going to let y'all vote on this while I go potty. And then when we come back, we'll see what happens. All right. What have the people chosen? Well, 2 votes for treasure hunting. All righty. I didn't even have to swing the vote. Thank you. Oh, and Drew Mink contributed 10 bits. Thank you so much, Drew Mink. So really, it was just Drew that voted. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. Don't you know we live in a democracy? If you don't exercise your right to vote, then one day someone might take it away. Georgia, Texas, Kentucky, Mississippi, Louisiana, Virginia, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin. Oh, I said a state somebody watching lives in. You did it. Did it give you the little notification? Did you get to, or did it not work because it was part of the voting thing? Oh, somebody else lives in a state I mentioned. Not yours? Well, obviously. I mean, I said Virginia. I'm from Virginia. It wasn't even true when I said Virginia. Just so as not to play favorites. There's no treasure here. This is like the only place you can buy marble threes for some reason. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. Jesus. Sell the long sword. We're not going to be... I said let's keep it in case we want it in the future, but we're never going to use it. Nice hat goes for 270. Sell it. Cursed skull hat goes for 450. The throwing dagger, 450. The other cursed skull hat, 450. And I didn't actually look to see how good the icy hat was, so I need to... Let's make sure it's not cursed, y'all. Hang on. I gotta check this every damn time now. Let's see. Icy hat. Nope. Just a plain old hat. I don't think it's... Yeah, the sun hat's not as good. Okay. Okay, so the first place, and honestly the best place that we're going to go to Winland. Windia. I'm just going to call it Windia because that's what it is in every other game. We're going to go to Windia. And Windia, if you recall, when we went through the tunnel that led to the Eastern Lands, there was a locked door with like a treasure room there that's got like 6 treasure chests, and I think there's a good weapon for Karn in there, and there's also a really good rapier in there. If I'm not mistaken, it might be the flame rapier. Which, if it's the flame rapier, then that's going to be awesome. But I can't 100% remember. Oh my god! Let me through. Let me through, peasants. There's not a house over there, is there? No, okay. Okay. So if we come down here, there's that big room over there. Treasure. Yoink. The turban. The broken sword. Ha! Broken sword. There's a broken sword in Voltage Genesis that ends up being like one of the best items in the game. Once you get it fixed. Just in time for the last battle. Like, you literally spend the whole game carrying this broken sword around, and you can't do anything with it. And then at the very end of the game, in the last dungeon where there are no random encounters, if you meet certain prerequisites, you can repair it, and then it's the best weapon in the game for the very last fight. Alright, yep, the flame rapier is the one I was thinking of. So this is going to be awesome. This might be a learning experience for some people here. Do you really? I don't know if I believe you, sir. I don't know if I believe you. Technically, the ending with Agni is the special ending, right? Because if you don't have Agni, then Tyr is still alive after you leave. So, killing her with the broken sword suggests that you didn't use Agni, which suggests that you got the bad ending. But I tell you what, when we get to the end, I will test it. I'll test it. But I'm game. I'll test it. It's way better than the Rang in terms of power, but it slows you down immensely. Look at that. Cuts your power by almost 25%. By the way, welcome back, Beastman. Glad to have you here again. We're doing a brief tour of the area so that we can snag some goodies. Warriors, our fate is in your hands. Uh-oh. It's not a hentai game, I hope, because Calrea won't let me play those on stream. She's already asleep, so I can say whatever I want now. No consequences. She doesn't watch these videos. I could get away with anything. Absolutely. Well, thank you for chilling, sir. I don't have a whole lot of flashy bells and whistles, but I do like to believe that my streams are pretty laid back as long as I'm not playing Halo. And I do say as long as I'm not playing Halo. I like to think this is a place to chill. Let me see here. I'm worried now. Oh my god. Played these as a kid. Oh my god. Divide by zeros. I don't know whether I should be appreciative or not. I'm going to be appreciative. I may regret it in the future. But Divide by Zeros has gifted me 2 games. The first being called Harvester, which I'm not sure if it's the game or him that says it's the most violent adventure game ever made. And the other one is I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which is a series of stories about 5 human beings that live in a... I missed part of it. Is it like a robot dystopia or something? Divide by Zeros? Thank you for those. I will play them, but I cannot promise I will play them on stream until I've previewed them. So, because I don't have a whole lot of viewers, but one of my viewers in particular has a small child that I'm related to that does occasionally watch my streams, and I don't want to get banned out of Thanksgiving. Is this just garbage? Is this just a garbage hat? Oh, it's very slightly better. That's okay. I mean, one of the things, and again, I will say, I'm really sad to not be doing the YouTube videos anymore because I started them up basically like the day before I started doing the streaming. And I had like 82, 83 subscribers. And I had some people that were really like into it. They were chatting with me. They were recommending games in my comments. They were having a lot, they were having a lot of fun. And I was having a lot of fun doing the videos. But it was just every Sunday, it was like, I'd rather be streaming than doing this. And it took me so long to do them because it felt like work, So it's... But anyway, one of the bonuses of me not doing those anymore is I do have some time that I can occasionally play games off stream because honestly, yeah, a lot of time goes into it. I mean, I do like 20 to 25 hours a week on here, and then it was taking me anywhere from like 4 to 6 hours on YouTube, depending on, how much procrastinating I was doing, how bad the games were, because sometimes I would make a video and I would, I'm serious, there was a couple of times I was making a video and I was playing the game and then you get to the very end of the 15-minute segment and somebody drops like an N-word or something. And I'm just like, well, can't do that shit. So I would literally have like 30 minutes invested into like pulling a game, downloading it, unzipping it, and then I'd play it for 15 minutes and somebody would say something, or, you know, somebody get shot in the head, and I'm like, well, can't do that because I'm trying not to do those types of games. And it would just, and then that would usually piss me off, and then I'd spend another half hour raging about it, and yeah. So, but yeah, a lot of time goes into that. And as much as I enjoyed the YouTube stuff, like I said, I mean, you don't really make money at either one starting out, but it's a longer road on YouTube to making money than it is on Twitch. So I had to make a decision. I think I made the right one because I get to. The other thing is I don't get, you know, when I'm on YouTube, I don't get to talk with all of you guys, right? And that's half the fun, is not just playing the game, but being able to play the game with other people watching and being able to chat with people about the games. Can anybody? No. Okay. So this flame shield is going to be a huge upgrade. Boom. Look at that. 40 points. 40 extra points. And it cuts your fire damage. It reduces the amount of fire damage that you take. This is the end game area, so we don't even need to be here. That's why that shield is so good, is because normally the game doesn't make you come back here until the very end of the game. So you wouldn't normally run into that item until much, much later. Like, we're probably not gonna change Ryu's shield, like, at all. Oh, by the way, for anyone that wasn't watching in the first week, there's a hidden steel bow in a treasure chest right here. You just walk straight towards the wall and then press A, and it'll open up. Normally, you don't get the steel bow until you get to Prima, the underwater city. So, the more you know. So we need ox to get those items. I don't think there's anything over here, right? This is just regular hallways and stuff. Yeah, okay. So that's the only treasure chest we can grab here with Karn. And then the other spot is actually the tunnel between Aria and Bleak. There's several treasure chests down there. Some are behind cracked walls, and you need Ox, who will get probably towards the end of the next stream. And then there's a few locked doors as well. I'm gonna go from the Bleak side. If I'm lucky, I'll get a 3G slime battle on the way, and I can show off our new Flame Rapier's secondary ability. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that before, Beastman. That, and God help you if you didn't know, right? Like, that's up there with the iron ore thing, being in the cave, if you missed the iron ore the first time you went through that cave. But there's actually going to be a storyline point at the end of tonight's stream, or at the start of next Tuesday's stream, where a character is going to want another gold bar, which, if y'all recall, are 65,000 gold. Now, I have that much money now, but I don't want to spend it on that. I want to save it so I can get something good like the Trident. That's probably going to be something. By the way, I'm just so anybody who has played Breath of Fire before knows, I am not going to be spending 3 hours in the marketplace with Gobi on stream. Thank you, Divide. 250 total towards Play Kirby Superstar. As I said, that'll be the second Friday in September that we'll be streaming that. as I was saying before, I have mixed up my schedules a bit. Viewers' choices are only going to be once a month from now on because A, I want to have Fridays off to spend with Calrea, and B, I'm going to run out of games to do real quick if I'm doing them every other week. So, and I switched them from Saturdays to Fridays because I'm having a lot of fun playing Moonlighter and those types of games. So, oh yeah, doesn't Gobi? Yeah, Gobi's like, if you give me all your gold, I can get us out of here or something. Yeah, I remember that. Thank you for reminding me. I did not remember that until you said something. So thank you for telling me that. I kept thinking to myself, like, as I was playing, I was like, oh, I need to put my stuff in the bank. And then I'm thinking, like, why do I need to put my stuff in the bank? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to die. Like, I can just reload the save. Like, so that's why. Yeah, that's why in my head I was thinking I need to be depositing my money. So thank you so much, Beastman. I truly appreciate you reminding me that. I think I've got like 80,000 right now. 76,000. Yeah, that would suck if he took all my money. Oh my god, I'd be so mad. Bully. He says he can give you the gills if you give him all your money, and then he's like, I don't actually have them right now, and then he just walks away. He just leaves you stranded on a desert island. Piece of stuff. I'm glad I came back. What, did you just get an update? All right. Well, I will be here. Looking forward to seeing you again real soon. Drive safe, walk safe, ride safe, whatever you're doing. You should be on both, sir. Both. Not that I would ever encourage someone to watch me from multiple accounts. Stares at camera. I know how many accounts you have, Benzo. I've seen it happen. Alrighty, well, tell the boss I said hello. I hope to see you in here again real soon, buddy. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow night, I just said I'm not going to be streaming. I'm not going to be streaming Fridays normally, but tomorrow night I am going to go back and finish Shadow Complex. So if you find yourself with some free time tomorrow night, hop on, because I'm going to be streaming Shadow Complex. I'm going to beat the main game, and then I'm going to do the challenges, and then I'm going to try to go back through a second time and do, like, I don't want to call it a speed run, but like a faster than normal run. So, okay. Are you going to be streaming it? Or are you just going to be playing it? Okay. Well, I've heard good. If it's the one I'm thinking of that came out like a couple of years ago or a year ago, I heard good things about it. So hopefully you enjoy it. And thank you again for the games that you sent me. You really didn't have to do that. I truly appreciate it. And I am gonna give them a go, definitely. Hey man, still money. That's more than most of my family would spend on my video gaming habits, so. Oh, this is just broken. The shell hat. The shell hat is for Gobi only. That's actually a really good hat. 25 defense for only 1 weight. Oh my god, my inventory is hurting. Why is it so empty? Oh, my inventory is weak. Oh, guess I'll just go through here, yeah? I did the most circuitous walkthrough of this cave possible. Like, I really and truly went out of my way to go out of my way. But we did it. Alrighty. We're gonna sell some stuff. Just for inventory space, we gotta sell stuff. So this guy right here, this orange fish man, this is Gobi. He's gonna be our next party member, but we've got a little bit to go before we unlock him. And it's funny because he ends up becoming like the standard model for the fishmen, for the Manillos, later on in the game. In like Breath of Fire 3 and 4. Well, no, there's still a few. Maybe it's just the ones that you fish up and that you trade with are always the same as him. Maybe that's a better way to explain it. Okay. So, do you have a bank? You do not have a bank. So, for anyone who does not recall, the whole reason we've been doing everything we've been doing today is because the rich man Ross, who lives in this mansion, owns a very nice ship. And while we've kind of forgotten it, at its core, our quest is still to travel west to the city of Scandi and stop the Dark Dragons from taking over the world. And we've decided we're just going to sail there, but we don't have a boat. So we come here, we get the boat, but Dude Man's daughter has locked herself in the safe. She says, "You want the light key? Father wants to give it to the Dark Dragons. If my mother was alive, she would have told him to do the right thing." So now we got to go to somebody somewhere in either this town or Bleak said, oh no, it's in Bleak. There's a woman that says the old man in the tower. She's seen the old man in the tower speak to ghosts before, and that's your hint that to basically make it so that Ross can talk to his wife and she can tell him to do the right thing. You have to go into the tower and get an item that will allow you to summon his dead wife. Which is kind of messed up, but your journey has been recorded. You know what? I think there's one more treasure. Might be here, actually. I feel like somewhere there's a house with a hole in it. Like you drop down a hole and there's a locked door. But I can't remember. I might be imagining it. Get out of the way. There's this house. Yeah, I think there's another one somewhere. But it might be a fusion spell, because there's a couple of spots where you can learn fusion spells. Do I need to talk? I just want to make sure I don't need to talk to this guy. You can take over anytime you wish. Nice. I don't think I ever knew that dialogue happens. So Karn literally is just like the leader of the Thieves Guild whenever he decides he's ready to stop adventuring. And he continues to travel with us anyway. What a solid dude. I definitely never knew that. Maybe we get some G-Slimes on the way. G-Slimes. Maybe not. Actually, this would be a nice way to experiment and see if your XP goes up or if you just get smaller divisions of loot when you or XP when you kill enemies with more and more party members. Let's see if we get a single G slime in here, because I know how much they're worth. Oh, I was going to show you guys this. Okay, so we got the Flame Rapier, and the Flame Rapier would be a really good weapon for Nina, who never actually attacks. Or you can use it as an item, just like the E key, only it casts a better spell. It casts a really good spell. So, as long as she actually gets to go. She might not get to go. Yeah. 90 damage, y'all. What? 90 damage. And that's a guaranteed, never runs out, never breaks, always hits, 90 fire damage. Hey, Mr. Buffalo. I'm gonna get him. Aww. So now we've got the E key for like our small enemies, and then we've got the Flame Rapier for our big enemies. And there are a few other items that have similar effects where if you use them as items, they cast really powerful spells and things. Got a Cold Stone. Nice. Oh. The encounter rate really is kind of toxic in this in this game. Again, not because the encounter rate is so high, but because the encounter rate is so high and you get almost nothing to show for it except in certain areas. Like, you'll go through an entire dungeon and everyone will gain a level. Did you really not, Drew? Wow. I'm not saying that in like a mean way. Like I'm happy that I'm telling you guys so many things that you didn't know. Like, even though the game's been out so long and you obviously had no trouble beating it without knowing that, it's always nice to be able to share little knowledge and tricks and things. But yeah, they have a similar feature in Breath of Fire 2. There's actually several items in Breath of Fire 2 that cast spells like that as well. Breath of Fire 2, probably one of the best ones, and one of the only reasons to not go with the English-style houses for the Carpenter. If you go with the log houses and you get the casino, one of the items you can win is the Tiger Sword, which if you use the Tiger Sword as an item, it casts Cure 2. It's basically an unlimited use Help Ball. The Fire Ring casts the 40 damage or like the low level fire spell. There's quite a few items like that in Breath of Fire 1 and 2. I'm not sure if they kept doing it in Breath of Fire 3 because you've got better attack options than waving your unequipped items at people. But yeah, that Flame Rapier makes the next several boss fights way easier, because now all of a sudden Nina is like our best attack mage, right? Like, you've essentially got, between Bo, Nina, and Ryu, if Ryu's using his dragon forms, you've got 3 characters that are doing 80 or more damage every turn, and your DPS just goes through the roof. Left one? Yes. Boltstone. Life. Okay. Sorry, I was lost in thought for a moment and I got quiet, which never really happens, but... The Horned Hat. I'm checking. I'm making sure this stuff's not cursed. Oof, that's a really good one. I'll give it to Karn, because he's got the lowest. He's got the lowest, so he gets it. There we go. That should be everybody over 100, except for Nina. Yeah, they've got some cool little effects on some of the gear. The other one I can remember off the top of my head, there's one called like the Icy Cane or the Ice Cane or something like that for blue that casts the chill spell, I think. The whatever the like Beam of Frost spell is, I think that's what it casts. And I think there's another one that casts like a lightning spell on everybody. There's several of them. I gotta go back and get the other treasures first. I'm sorry, everybody. Gotta go back. It really bugs me that these two stairs are set up in a symmetrical manner, but when you go through the other door, one of them is like a space above the others. I would never have done that stuff in my game Voltage, the game I made. I was very exacting with the placement of all the stairs and doorways, and there was like consistent size calculations for every internal area based on the size of the external area. That drives me nuts when stuff doesn't line up like it should. Oh, you know, the other thing, Drew, the other thing I can remember, there's a hat, there's a helmet called the Echo Hat that has a chance to bounce attack spells back onto the enemy. Like, you get hit, but if I recall correctly, like, you take the damage, but then it does like a blue force field or something, and your character casts it back at them. Doesn't tend to do, if I recall correctly, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does happen. Just like as an extra little bonus hit that you can get in. Alright, guys. Here we go. Another ghost. Hopefully this one doesn't just spam AoE orb attacks. It used to be that only dragons could enter here. But since the light key was stolen, things have changed. Let's fight! I feel like his dialogue, based on what the old man says at the bottom of the tower, I feel like his dialogue was supposed to say something more along the lines of like, you know, long ago only dragons could access this place, but now since the light key was stolen, I have to test you or something. Like, he's not just like, things have changed now, let's go. Like, I think it's supposed to be something where he's saying, like, I have to test you to make sure you're a Dragon Clansman before I just give you the key. But I don't know. I don't know any other languages, so unfortunately I can only speculate. Yeah, we're ripping through this guy. Feels good to be good, y'all. Honestly, I don't really need to use these stones for this fight, but they're tying up my inventory. I don't have a lot of inventory space. Oh, they're fine. Oof. Regret that. Should have healed when I had the chance. Okay, so Karn is good. We're gonna have Nina cast Cure 2 on Ryu, and Bo is gonna cast Cura on himself. Yeah, but this one's not as bad because we've got like good attacks now, and he hasn't been spamming that group attack on me. That's the first time he's actually used like a group AoE attack on me. And now he's dead, so that one wasn't nearly as bad as the first one. Idle has been learned. Good work. Please, take this key. Find the light key to complete the pair. Okay. I don't guess I need to give Bo his AP back, right? Like, I'm not going to be using his attack spells in anything other than a boss fight, so... We got another stack of these, right? Yeah, okay. We got 2 more stacks. That's right, I bought 27 of them before. I'm set. I'm set! Down. Over here. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. Thought I heard stuff going off in the background. Another Mist Man. So thank you for sticking with me so long, Drew. If you are still here, I appreciate it when y'all come in and you chat with me a little bit, and it doesn't get quite so much so tedious, you know. I'm sure you've had the same experience. You know, sometimes there's just nobody in there. Calrea is here, but she's asleep. I know she is. I had a pretty terrible stream yesterday. Was it yesterday? What's today? Thursday? Yeah, yesterday. Wow. Where I played Last Remnant for 2 solid hours and nobody came in. I couldn't believe it because normally I at least have people coming in and saying hi and then leaving, but it was a ghost town in here for 2 solid hours, and it just left me being like, damn, maybe I should just stop streaming this game entirely. Like, but I don't want to because it's a fun game, so I'm going to keep streaming it whether people like it or not. But even if you're not like super chatty, I know I tend to be probably the most talkative person I know of in any stream. I never shut up in the streams, but it can definitely wear on the soul when you're just talking to a wall. I talk to my amiibo, and I talk to my little Pokemans up on my shelf here. They keep me company. If I was really going like full on meta, I'd warp to Bleak and then sleep for free and then warp back. Please visit us again. Oh, I'm getting a weird little thing with Ryu now where his there's like a line showing up next to him. That wasn't there before. He's got like a little black line as part of his walk animation sprites. Just noticed that. I haven't been watching. Oh, I gotta actually go use the mirror. Alright, here we go. Hey, buddy. If I don't give up the key, they will harm our daughter. Karn raises the mirror and the ghost of Ross's wife appears. Elena. Oh, what am I going to do? Do you really think giving up the key will help our daughter? You're right. Once they get the key, it will only get worse. I gotta do the voices like GKU. I gotta up my game. I knew you'd come to your senses. You're strong-willed. I must go now. Peace! Peace! I must go now, my love. Deuces! She just shoots up into the sky. I've come to my senses at last. Tell my daughter I was wrong. Oh, Lord, that makes me happy. My father changed his mind. Now the dragons are coming for the key. Will you help us send the dark dragons away? Yeah. I don't know how she would know any of those things from down here, but got another dart, which we don't need because only Karn can use it, but you can find 2 for some reason. I guess in case you miss one while you're running around. A whole bunch of herbs to tie up my inventory, and a metal shield, which is a direct upgrade to the iron shield. Yep. random treasure chest. What is this, a cure? I think it's a cure. Guess I'll never know. I'm carrying too many freaking herbs. Yes. Hashtag trash melon. Firestone. That's good. Now I gotta immediately drop something else because the Firestone is gonna take up... I thought I was supposed to get more inventory space as I unlocked more characters. I am not getting more inventory space. This is shameful. They have too much... I need to stop using spells to heal, for real. I've got too many herbs. I need to just switch over to all acorns. Because the acorns have the potential to be like herbs when I use them on Nina. Karn takes the shiny light key and puts it in a bag. Da 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 da! We did it. This is very similar thematically to Secret of Mana, right? Like both Secret of Mana and Breath of Fire have a golden city where everybody is super rich, and there's a tower that at the top of the tower there's like some light associated thing, right? Secret of Mana, they've got the Tower of Light, which has the light seed, and then here we have Light Tower, which is where the light key is hidden. Interesting. My father is so wonderful, don't you think so? Ryu, take anything in my house. It's my way of thanking you. Come on, honey. Let's go. Oh. Yeah. Help yourself to that useless dagger weapon and the 4 herbs in my basement. Thanks so much, brother. God, I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that. I think I need to save that. No, because the turban and the shell hat are both the same thing, and the shell hat's better, so we don't need it. And that... I gotta teleport to a town with a bank. I'm not stupid to go to the thieves' town to use the bank, right? Like, that's not a dumb thing. Feels like a dumb thing. Oh, see, it's not dark here anymore because we took the key. Now it's just really dirty. The dirt, you can really see the dirt now that the darkness is gone. I think we can put the pouch away now. Broken sword. I never use the map, so who cares? The fife. Do we need the fife? No, we'll need it later. We'll need it later. God, you can't store nothing. Oh, you need it all. Don't need the tablet for now. You need the fife when you go to get the boomerang. But that's probably not... That's going to be like next episode. I can come back for it later. Let's do some quick rearranging here. So the dark key goes here. The king key goes here. The book. I think we can we store the book? I need to put my money in anyway. I don't know why I walked away. Nope. Got to keep the book forever. Got to keep the icicle. Got to keep the E key, but that's okay because we want to keep the E key. Gold pieces. Okay. Oh wait, wrong way. Put that there. Put this down here just because it's an item that we use, but it's one that we don't want to use if we don't have to, so we're going to keep it kind of away from everything else. The antlers are like antidotes, so we really don't need all of these. This can go down here with the rod. This can come up here. This is technically a key item. This is gear. This and... Okay, so this goes up here. Put that right in that first spot to hold it. That. No. Random bullshit. Life. I've found 9, 10, 11, 12 life 2s. So those are definitely going to need to get sold because I have too many of those. More herbs, more lives. Yeah, I don't really need to be working on 2 stacks each of these items. Meat we'll keep down here. The cure is just going to get sold, so we'll just stick this over here somewhere. The white meat, we'll keep that. We'll keep that out. We'll equip Ryu with the rod for now, just to get it out of the way. Okay. Made a little more space, right? It at least looks neater. Yes, I would like to sell. Yes, hello, shopkeep. I'd like to sell these. And I would like to sell these. And I would like to sell these. And this. And it's worth it just to free that up. Wow, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 19 free spots. Okay. And I'm going to immediately tie one of those up because I'm going to buy lots more acorns. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16, 17, 18. All right. There we go. He's just like hoping I'm gonna wander off into the wilderness and get gatted so he can keep my money. They don't take a cut. That has to be how they make their living, right? Like they just, oh yeah, we'll store everything for free in our magic chest that connects to every city on the planet, and if you die, we get to keep it all. Like, that's the only explanation of how that would work as a business venture. Alrighty. So now we're ready to go sail to fight the Dark Dragons, right, guys? Warp. Oh my God in heaven, why can't you warp from damn villages? Warriors, our fate is in your hands. Ross told me about you. I'd like to sail, but the dragons block the way. Oh, well then I guess we'll just have to kick them in the booty. Hey, buddy. What have you got there? The light key. I'll have to take this off your hands. How about no, brother? Okay, yeah, it's worth being a dragon for this fight then. Look at that, 14 damage to Bo. What kind of insanity is this that Bo can actually take a hit now? Jeez. It's almost like he's not being held back by some invisible force bent on preventing him from being good in the game. Why did I do that? E key. Alrighty. Now's the time. And you're dead. Alrighty. Donazatello, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here. How are you doing this evening? Yep, we are Breath of Fire hype. Oh, did I break it? Oh, no, there it goes. Ross has betrayed us. He'll soon know the wrath of the Dark Dragons. I'm doing okay. It's been kind of a quiet night. I'm a little disappointed, but, you know, it happens. I'm getting to play Breath of Fire, right? I have the disposable income and wherewithal to be able to broadcast myself playing video games in a gaudy shirt to the entire world. So, I'm doing something right. We'll release you for now, but we'll be keeping an eye on you. Explodes. Look at what that last blast did to the ship. I need to do the voices. I said I was going to do the voices, and then I didn't. You can get to the main camp by going around the North Peninsula. Make Gobi sound like a Poindexter. If we move the rock that blocks the North Cave, we'll surprise them. I'll give you gunpowder to blast the rock if you give me a gold bar. What do you say? Is it a trade? Gunpowder for a gold bar? I already had the gold bar, brother, because I found it in the cave. Always with the gold bar. That's the last time you will ever need a gold bar in the game. I don't know why I couldn't just go pry a paving stone up off the ground and give him that, but... So, now we're going to backtrack a little bit to where we were, the cave that we came through before, where the guy was like trapped by the fairies or whatever. And there was a pile of rocks blocking one of the tunnels. Now that we have the gold bar, we can unblock that tunnel. And there's actually like a little harbor off to the left there with a bunch of ships belonging to the Dark Dragons. And we can kill a bunch of soldiers and hijack one of the ships and then sink the other ones. And that's how that's how we are planning to get to the Dark Dragon city. To stop the evil Emperor Zog. Karn has set the explosives. So we've got a bunch of fights against like Dark Dragon soldiers and then another little mini boss fight here. But now that we've got dragon transformations and we took a little side trip and got some in-game gear from later on in the game using Karn's ability to pick locks, the boss fights right now are not super dangerous. Is there anything in this house? You want to believe there's something hidden here, but Zod is nigh. Truth. Actually, what I need to do... Let me grab him real quick. Hang on. I don't think I have this one yet, but I can get it. So what I can do... Don't go nowhere. Is instead of having Ryu, I was trying to show this to people before and I messed it up, but instead of having Ryu here, what we can do is we'll just get Zog to watch us from the top corner, yeah? Like so. Okay. So that's Emperor Zog waiting for us up in the top corner. People are going to be like, what the hell? How did you hack the game to get... Because he kind of looks like he's in the battle a little bit. Flame Rapier. Bow shoots. Ryu ranks. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of these Donatello. I was trying to show them off to people earlier and nobody cared. I was like, hey, did you guys like those? And literally nobody even said anything. They're like, oh, did you change something? We didn't realize. Like, wow, guys. I literally spent whole minutes getting this little guy so that I could use him and show him off. And this is how y'all repay me. But that's okay. Ingrates. That's what they are. They're ingrates. Oh, there we go. Messed up my screen. They don't. Well, I must be the good stuff because I am hella unappreciated. So that's one down. Ken has more. Some stuff over here. I thought there was more than one ship. Okay. Uh-oh. My shift is almost over. Huh? Halt! Who goes there? This poor guy is about to get completely devastated. Maybe not so much. Maybe I should have used items. I overestimated my abilities here. He's gonna punish me for it. Not for long. I can't remember. Have you played this game before, Donazatello? Or are you just here for the fun stuff? Yo, how are you? Yeah, I should have just used the flame rapier in the first round. I could have avoided getting hit. Well, if you look at my schedule, I've got RPGs, like my retro RPGs, kind of mapped out for the rest of the year, basically, if you scroll through the weeks. And I'm going to be alternating between Breath of Fire games and other RPGs until, like, October. You won't go any further. I'll see to that. And I just kind of... Earthbound... the next one after this is going to be Earthbound, and I set aside 10 sessions for that because I know that one's longer. But other than that, they're all like 8 sessions each. But if I don't finish one... If I don't finish a game by day 8, you know, obviously I'll keep playing. But it's not a big thing. And then next year, if I haven't given in to despair and stopped streaming yet, next year will be the year of Final Fantasy, I think. The last RPG that I have. Earthbound is super easy, like 5 sessions total. Yeah, if you play for 8 hours at a time, maybe. I can only stare at that 3 viewers on screen for so long before I have to stop and go do something else. Four hours is too long. Just before oh, okay, there's nothing else over here. Well, then I'll get through it in 8 sessions, just like the others, basically, right? But yeah, I've got Breath of Fire 1, then Earthbound, then Breath of Fire 2, and then once I do Breath of Fire 2, I'm going to do Super Mario RPG, which I've actually never played, but it's on the mini Super Nintendo. And I've never... Oh! We got a raid from Tierna Silverpaw. Thank you very much, Tierna Silverpaw. Welcome, welcome. We're in the middle of hijacking a boat from the Dark Dragons. What brings you all here? How did you find me? Did somebody recommend me? I can't remember the name off the top of my head if we've spoken before. Uh-oh. Another horde coming up, my man. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Tierna. I appreciate it. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you. That's awesome. And thank you for the raid message, GKU. That's what I was saying earlier. That monster... If I could have gotten it to work on OBS, if I could have gotten OBS to work today, it would have been like a huge thing. But I see we have a bunch of people that just jumped in. I was literally sitting here like, oh, I don't know, guys. And then everybody showed up all at once. Welcome. How are you all doing today? I am the Phenomenal Sir. As you can see, I do play retro RPGs as well as other games. I try to play a mix of stuff. So I do some more up-to-date things like Moonlighter and Dead Cells on the weekends. I do a couple of chill games. I do some nostalgia games Saturday mornings. And then I do retro RPGs and whatever else catches my eye in a given week. So the people that were already in here before the raid came in, give Tierna Silverpaw a follow. Always believe in the stream. I do. I believe in the stream. It's been a long day. Give Tierna a follow. Check them out. I'm going to have to drop in next time and see if I can't return the favor, if I can bring some people with me the next time they are streaming. And I will say, I could be wrong. So if I missed somebody, because I saw that Donazatello said another horde coming up, and I noticed that the numbers went from 3 to 12, and Tierna raided with a party of 5. So if another raid happened at the exact same time somehow, and it didn't pop, please let me know, and thank you and welcome as well. Because I noticed the numbers didn't work out quite right. So what were you streaming tonight, Tierna? What were you playing before you came in? The step laws. Thank you. Oh, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance? Very nice. I can't even... if it's Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, that was like a dungeon crawly one, right? It came out on the... Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, I'm thinking of a much older game then. I'll shut up. As I said, I tend to throw my mind back to the mid '90s whenever I'm talking about video games. So that's cool. Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. There's a new one that came out. That's cool. I'll have to check it out. Is it by any chance on sale? Because I know that this. Yeah. I've actually got Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. So I've got Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition and Baldur's Gate 2 with Shadows of Amn and the Throne of Baal. I have both of those on Steam. I've just never streamed them because I feel like they would be god awful for most people to watch. But I don't know. I spent 8 hours today watching a guy play Veil of Darkness simply because he was really good at the game and he was entertaining. So maybe I'll play old Baldur's Gate one day. And by the way, thank you for the follow, Angry Cat. I appreciate you. Garage Kids, did you see my new follow notification when I got followed there? I'm quite proud of it. I had to hunt to find that. Look at that's so weird to see Bo get a hit and not die instantly because he's wearing a cursed hat. Oh my god. Well, I guess next time I get a follow, you'll see it. Oh, we got multi-leveling. Okay, you win. Just you wait. My brother will seek revenge. Crash. I don't know what that... Does he, like, dive through the window into the water, or what? Let's see. I would like to believe... Still talking about... Oh, okay. I didn't know that implosions made a crash sound. I thought that was more of a, like... But I don't know. Having never seen or heard someone implode, I can't really say I'm an expert on it. But no, GKU, talking about Baldur's Gate, I was actually telling somebody not too long ago that I wish I could believe that a group stream of Baldur's Gate would be fun and entertaining, but I'm just not sure. Like, I'm not quite there in my heart, believing that like 5 or 6 people all streaming as like doing a crossing the streams thing, all playing Baldur's Gate as their own characters. I feel like that would be agonizingly slow to play. I would enjoy it, I just don't know how much other people would enjoy it. Which, speaking of... Okay. Baldur's Gate 3. I do like my group streams. I tried to get my friends to like live stream us playing D&D because I DM for Dungeons and Dragons for my group of friends, and none of them want to be on camera because they're not cool. But speaking of games that people like and not knowing what people want, anybody who is in the chat, who's in the stream right now, if you look down in the corner of your screen where the little prism stones are piled up, you will notice that there is currently a community challenge to pick Viewer's Choice game number 6. And we are trying to choose between Earthworm Jim and Kirby Superstar. So the second Friday of every month, I do a Viewer's Choice game. So the current standings are that for July 9th, I'll be playing Super Metroid. And then for the second week in August, I will be playing Elysia Dragoon, which was a Sega Genesis title. And we are trying to pick between Earthworm Jim for the Sega and Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo for August. And then we're not going to do one, or for September, I mean. And then we're not going to do one for October because I'm going to be streaming Metroid Dread. Yeah, the only reason I don't stream all day on Saturday, like I do my Saturday morning cartoon stream and then I stop around noon and I don't come back until 8 p.m. is because we play D&D in the middle of the day. So like as I'm wrapping up my stream at noon, people are getting here and like coming in downstairs and getting set up. So that's one of the few times that I really stick to a schedule when I'm streaming. Oh, yeah, we don't do the maps and the voices and stuff. We just show up and play. How much money do I have? I need to go back to the bank again, don't I? Yeah, that's 99.38. That's 9,937 too many gold pieces to give Gobi. The big challenge we're running into right now with our group is that I always tell everybody, because I've been DMing for years and years, and I don't care. I can make anything work. I will generally just play one or two NPCs that round out the party, and then I get to play a lot of different fun characters, so it's cool for me. So I told everybody, make whatever characters you want. And then we had 5 people that were going to play, and we were going to have a monk. We were going to have a ranger. We were going to have a sorcerer, a rogue, and a spell thief. So I made like a kind of generic in the middle character, and then I made a bard. And then the person playing the monk and the ranger, those 2 people have not showed up to a single game. And we're in the middle of a camp. Like, we started our first campaign out in the middle of nowhere. So we've basically been running like a level 4 campaign down 2 people with nobody that can do melee. But they're making their way through it. It's scary as they're making their way through it. We are playing 3.5 edition. I am a little bit old-fashioned. As you can tell, I do like my retro games, and I just really like 3.5. Also, I have more than half of all the books they ever made for 3.5 edition. I own almost every book for 3.5 that I would be willing to let somebody refer to in a game, with the exception of a couple of the monster manuals that are like $100 because they're just hard to find. Yeah, I've got like 27 D&D books for 3.5. I'm not going to buy them again for another version. Yeah. I like bards, but for some reason I can build really fun. I feel like I can build really good fun characters, but for some reason my bards are always cursed. Like, I have had so many bards just not work out. I mean, the two people that have, well, Calrea has played like maybe a total of 4 sessions before we started this campaign, and the other 2 people that have actually been showing up to play, the last time they played D&D was 2nd edition. So, yeah, it worked. Let's go. It's been pretty rough. I'm reading all the comments. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with the other versions, but they're just so very different from the 3.5 that I had been playing for so long. I just feel comfortable playing 3.5, especially because nobody in my circle of friends is willing to be a dungeon master. I don't want to have to learn the new rules when I can I might not be exactly right sometimes, but I can run a campaign pretty much from memory at this point with most checks and things. Like, most of the checks that you really normally do, most of the, like, I can kind of just BS my way through rolling up some fights and things, just kind of knowing what the monster's stats are. So that's honestly my biggest thing, is that if we just run through a dungeon really quickly, I could say, like, okay, people appear and attack, and I can kind of, like, in my head mentally score out what, like, a group of level 5 humans would be or something like that. But sorry, I've been talking while they've been talking. Karn wants to come with us. We're going to stop the Dark Dragons. Of course, I can't navigate by myself. That would be good experience. DM convention on stream tonight. I have had streams before where we literally just get completely sidetracked and talk about D&D character builds. Wait for me. Could you take me with you and drop me off near Prima? He says drop me off, but really he should just jump over, right? Like, he's a fish. He can swim. He's probably in a hurry because he just left the post office. He mailed a letter to the Dark Dragons telling them where we were going. Come on, the more the merrier. I don't care. You can tag along if you want to. Thank you. I won't be a burden. I promise. I'm going to always make him sound kind of out of breath because he's a fish and he's on dry land. Hoist the mainsail! They ought to make Gobi get out and push, right? Just hang onto the back and just kick his little feet. Get that extra 1/10 of a mile per hour off the ship. Raise the anchor! The ship not being made of solid gold, it goes a lot faster than Ross's ship too, probably. Stop this vessel right now, scalawags! Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Uh-oh. I'm on the wrong ship. Captain, let's attack. It's true. There's too many of them. We should retreat. But if we retreat, what will happen to Arya? You dirty rat, you beat my brother. Give me the key, or else. There's gunpowder on this ship. Let's detonate it and escape. We'll go down with the ship. Going down with the ship is just a little cliche for me. Come on, mateys. Let's stop them. Stands back. Let's stop them. Does not help. So, to Garage Kids United, did you know about this? Watch me now. Because Drew Mink did not know. So did you know that you could use the Flame Rapier to do 90 fire damage to a single enemy? There are other weapons like that as well that cast other high-end spells if you just use them as items in your inventory. Let's spread the love around a little bit. I should be focusing fire on one at a time so they can't keep hitting me like that. Why, brother? So we're gonna have her heal. This is tricky because we want to keep our HP up a bit because there's no. I don't think there's breaks between some of these fights. I can't recall. We've got to escape, Ryu. This way. His voice keeps changing. It's gonna keep changing. Don't hate on me. Oh no! Attack! I'm just gonna have them both attack that guy. Just kill him real quick. Not quite enough. Oof. Oof. I see we had some more people just jump in. Welcome, welcome. We're on our way to intentionally blowing up a ship while we are on it in the middle of the ocean because that's a plan. I didn't know that. I do know in Breath of Fire 2, I was telling Drew Mink that the Tiger Sword casts Cure 2 if you use it as an item. And there's a couple of rings that cast like fire spells and things. Not bad. Sonic Boom. That's a decent spell. It's a group spell. Alright, everybody looks pretty good, so we're gonna just go ham on him. Buster Bow, cast bomb. I can't remember, I was saying I can't remember all of them. I know like the Icy Cane casts one in this game, and I think that the Trident casts something as well. And I'm sure there's others. I might have to like look it up later. Or just every time I find an unusual weapon, just check to see if it's usable as an item, right? Oh, I did not know the Brass Staff would cast a Cure. Okay. We have you now. You'll know our wrath. Bah. Again, does not assist. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like the spark ring or the fire ring or whatever it's called. That's actually like one of the reasons to get the when you're building your town, getting the guy that sells all the fire gear, right? Because then you've basically got all sorts of fire spells and fire damage. Because don't several of those, doesn't he sell several of those items? Like the fire ring and the buster knuckles and things, or whatever they're called, like that. The blast knuckles or whatever. Yeah, the one in Windia, right? She's in the weapon shop in Windia, and she starts out selling like pointy sticks and stuff. But based on how long you've been playing, her gear keeps getting better, and eventually, if you play long enough, or if you get her before a certain, I'm not sure if it's based on pure time, or if it's like there are certain storyline checks that once you hit those, her gear upgrades. But if you get her early enough in the game, eventually she sells stuff that you can normally only get as like monster drops and things. Hey, Panda Hitman! Hello, hello! How are you? Immortal Ring cast renew. Yep. How do you get Rand's best weapon? I have no idea. I never used Rand. So I didn't really spend a whole lot of time learning how to make him better because I didn't think he was that great to begin with. That might be an unpopular opinion. I liked Bo. No, I never did the item glitches. I didn't know about those until later on in my life. Breath of Fire 2 was one I just played the old-fashioned way. Oh, I got you. Got you. But yeah, we were talking about that in a previous stream, and I was like unironically saying I actually like Bo in Breath of Fire 2. If you do his Holy Devil, I think it's Holy and Devil, like his upgraded form is really good. And he gets a lot of good spells. It's just a matter of him being really underleveled in the beginning part. But he learns spells so quickly that eventually I like him. Again, just like Breath of Fire 3, there's something for everybody there, so. Getting a little bit of bonus damage. He's taking 50% more damage from electric, which doesn't happen a lot. It's kind of weird. This game doesn't really do a whole lot with like elemental weaknesses and things. It's only in very specific instances that the enemies take bonus damage from stuff. But I bet he'll take bonus damage from this too. Let's find out. Nope, still just 80. Every time Bo gets hit, I feel that little like, and then I feel relieved because he's not wearing a cursed hat anymore. I'm never going to stop talking about that. That just blows my mind. Oof. Octo began crying. Oh no. I feel bad now. Hit him again. You killed my brother, and now you've killed me. Perfect timing. We did it. Well, I was right. I did say that we'd be getting to Gobi right around the 3-hour mark. Literally 3 hours and 25 seconds. Don't leave me alone. There isn't much time. Why couldn't they have lit the gunpowder that's literally right there? Like the cannonballs that are right on the deck. Hang on. Alright. Well, I will be here when you come back, Danaze. I'm sorry, Ryu. What? Hooey! Now that was dynamite. I don't know why I like that voice for him. What? I love they're just like again, that's one of those things I really feel like the translation was not up to par in that one bit because that just makes no sense. If this doesn't work, don't blame me, okay? Everyone, you're out of your mind. Sorry, I didn't expect such a big explosion. We were lucky to survive. Prima is at the bottom of the sea. Oh, I gotta do the voice. Prima is at the bottom of the sea, near this island. You need the gills in order to breathe underwater. I'll sell it to you for 1,000,000 gold pieces, okay? You don't have enough cash. I'll take what you've got and loan you the rest, okay? I'll be right back with the gills. Don't go away. Ha ha ha. F you, Gobi. And this is probably one of the scariest parts of this entire game. When you start up as Gobi by himself on dry land. Alright. Well, that's one upgrade. Here we go. See, but I have the gold now. Like, I don't know, GKU. Like, I'm gonna have control of Gobi from here until the end of time now, right? So, like, I feel like him saying, "Give me everything you've got." I don't think you actually lose the money. I think that it's just meant to be a way to transfer your items over to Gobi for this section. When I think about it with a little bit of common sense. I don't think you really need to, like, put your stuff in storage there. I do like his fishy spells. I actually have, I don't have it ready to be able to use it, but I have somewhere a really cute little, oh, okay. A cute little, like, saves, like, gif that's like a chibi Gobi fighting a little, one of the underwater caterpillar things with the sucker face. And he's literally just like this little chibi Gobi with, like, dot, flatline eye going. And there's, like, never-ending streams of fish shooting in from off-screen. You lost the sphere? Apologize to the guild owner and find it. This is Prima. You'll find an abundance of the goods here. La goods. Your journey has been recorded. Good luck. Hey, Benzo, welcome back, my friend. How have you been since the last time we spoke? Hopefully doing well. Welcome to storage. How can I help you? That is all right. We had a few friends jump in on a raid from Tierna Silverpaw. And they were playing the new Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance game. And they came in with a nice group of people. And they've all stuck around and kind of hung out. And we've just been talking about D&D and character builds and all sorts of stuff. Is this better? I can't remember. It is not. It is not in any way, shape, or form better. Oh my goodness. That's a trash hat. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, that's why. Okay. See, I've got my little my gear thing pulled up so I can check for cursed items. So the Tide hat actually does not give you any kind of defensive bonus, but it says here that it makes you immune to instant KOs. So that's pretty useful. Can I help you? Welcome to Item Shop. How can I help you? Now, if I'm not mistaken, don't these shops have, like, different prices for the same gear? Like, some of them charge more than others for stuff. I would love for my stream to be the place to be, sir. That would be great. So the horn hat, 6,500. Oh, because I don't have one. Okay. Hang on. What was the other one? 50 something? 52. Okay, 5,200, 6,500. That's the name changer right there. Let's see what he's got. Look, there's the steel bow that I've literally been using for like most of the game now. Chain hat. Ranger vest. Well, in case you were right, I withdrew it from the bank, but once I buy my gear for Gobi, I'm going to put it back in. Like, I'm going to put it back in the bank. A wild benzo appeared. Okay, so that's literally like what I'm wearing. No trade-in. Okay, so that's the shield. Okay. And then there's one more over here, right? Another weapon shop. The coffee shop, which I feel like is pointless. Welcome to Weapon Shop. To Weapon Shoppy. Diving hat. Spine clothes. Oh, okay. I do remember those. Yeah, those are good. Alright. Yes. The diving hat. It's not really that much better. 7. The javelin. $44 gold. I'll give you this lunch money that my kid left here. Get the hell out. Peasant. You don't even have a sphere. Useless. Okay. National Day plus hockey. And then the horn hat, which was a better upgrade. It's a better upgrade than the shell hat. Shell hat makes you a lot faster though. I'm just gonna put a shield on him and be done with it. Watch it be like, you can't use a shield with this weapon. ¿Por qué? Nope, there we go. Oh, he's super slow either way though, so who cares if he's slowed down, right? He is tanky for real though. Like, I know part of it's because I just got to a new town, but he's got like 50 more defense points than anybody else. The only reason Ryu is up there right now is because it's true. I'm not going to continue to buy stuff for him. Don't worry. This is just to get me through this little area here. I might keep the Tide hat, honestly. Doesn't anybody around here sell Marble 1? I need Marble 1. There's no bank. Marble 1. Oh, I forgot there were shops in here too. Dang it. Lord, that's terrible. Be nice to poor Gobi. Gobi is how we get some of the best items in the game, or best weapons in the game. Little mark up there. This is an investment in my future. And the guy next door probably sells it for even less. For the most part, it's kind of a crapshoot. I don't think that you generally get better prices. I don't know. Maybe you do. You get. I mean, if you put in the time, I guess it's worth it. But the main thing is that there's a few of the like end game weapons that you can only get. As I understand it, you can only get them through Gobi by doing the markets in Tunland and Prima. So like Ox's best weapon, Karn's best weapon, Blue's best weapon. Those are all weapons that you know, that if it's not the only way to get them, it's the, I guess, most reliable quote unquote way to get them is by buying them in the shop here or in Tunland. But I think that the going price is like 65 to 75,000 gold for each one of them. So it's kind of like it's a random thing for them to even pop up. And if you try to haggle at all, then the person's like, oh, well, F it then. And he just walks away and he refuses to sell it to you. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's literally called either the hammer or the mallet. And that's actually the best, like, in terms of just, like, attack. I don't know. There might be some that have, like, a special ability or something, but in terms of attack power, it's the best weapon for Ox. The one that costs 65k here. The guild owner is in the back room. I hope that losing your license taught you a lesson, Gobi. So what brings you here today? Gills? We don't have them. If you want them, go to Gant. Yes, sir. To Gant we go. The big fish is not in service. Okay. Doodle-doo, doo-doo. Let's see. Yeah, it's honestly, it's a nice, like, chill bit of music to be able to listen to. There's some good music lurking in here though. He's tanky, but man, he has no hit points. They should have named this chapter, You Did Buy Marble 3, right? Oh, I have no idea. I can vaguely kind of imagine what Blue's theme was. Isn't it the same as the song in the temple at the top of the floating tower? Or no? The hourglass. Honestly, it's a real shame that they give you the hourglass here because it's totally useless. Can't you use the light key and the dark key to change the time of day anyway? I'm just looting everything. Just stealing everything I can. If it's not nailed down, I'm taking it with me. Search this. Take this shovel. Grab this. Take this table. Ah, it's hot. I thought Momo was more your speed, Garage Kids. Didn't you have that exact conversation yesterday? Oh no, I wasted money. Oh no! Oh no, I'm stupid. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, I understand. That makes more sense then. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to rewind that far though. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm literally never going to use Gobi in melee combat again for the rest of the game, right? I didn't even really need to give him the javelin other than the fact that the pole is just pathetic. Like, I'm literally gonna marble 3 all the way back to Prima, and then I'll be underwater so I can use his magic, and it won't be a big deal. Everybody's gone. Oh no, I wasted money, me after college. That was me during college. You kidding me? This looks lootable. But alas, it is not. Are you from Prima? The Dark Dragons attacked and took our young men. Take some goods to the Prima guild owner, okay? Sure. These little wiggly boys. Alright. So we need ox for that. Oh, so many potions. The young men are being forced to build a secret weapon. They're being held in a fortress on the western... We'll get there when we get there, old lady. Nothing. Darn it. Just a big old wasted space. Alrighty. So now we got the goods. We gotta take them back to the guild leader. And then Ox is gonna show up and he'll somehow be able to breathe underwater, even though he does not have gills. But we're not gonna look at that too hard because that's just part of the fun of the story, right? There are air bubbles inside the building, so he basically sank to the bottom and then they brought him in through the door. It was like the Gungans on Naboo in Star Wars, right? They got their little underwater cities that are like kept in bubbles. So Panda Hitman, I saw that you had done a very fancy drawing for the GKU. Would Benzo or GKU himself like to give a little plug to the people that are in here about the Garage Kids? I don't mind if you'd like to. I think there's quite a few people still in here that are not part of the group. If you'd like to do so. You brought the goods, Gobi. Please take the gills with my thanks. There's a letter. It says that Gant has been attacked. I don't know how fancy we are, but, you know, more blood for the blood god and all that. The dark dragons have attacked a small boat. The survivor of the boat attack needs your help. I'll be there right away. What's going on? A ghost has come to take him away to the netherworld. Soon you will join me. We can't lose him, Gobi. He has important information to pass on. I know a warrior who can shoo away that ghost. It will cost 10,000 gold. No? How about 5,500? Nope. Okay, 6,000. That's all I can afford. Great, get moving. You literally just like, nah, fam. The Reaper can take him for 5K. Is that it? Benzo must have stepped away to smoke because he usually jumps on an opportunity like that. I found their group because I could not sleep one night and I had been planning to start streaming Breath of Fire soon. So I looked online to see, is there anybody else that's streaming this game right now? And literally the only person that was streaming any Breath of Fire game was Garage Kids United. And he seemed like a very chill guy. I know better now. No, I'm just kidding. Now I know he's a very cool guy. And he and a lot of his friends, who I think mostly live on the West Coast, they all, or many of them, like to stream retro games. They play a lot of the same stuff. They talk about, you know, what they're going to be streaming. From what I've seen, they try not to be streaming the same game at the same time. GKU himself and one of his friends will actually do like co-hosted streams of different games. So right now they are doing co-hosted streams of Final Fantasy VI where they play together. They have a Discord chat. You can jump in and chat with them. Instead of just using the chat feature on the computer, you can actually talk to them, just kind of hang out. And they play a lot of different stuff. And from what I can tell, they're a fairly new group, but they've got a good number of people. There's like 60 or 70 people in their Discord. And as he says, you know, they, unlike a lot of streamers or streamer groups, they, you know, not only do they welcome you in, but they also encourage you to post. If you're a streamer yourself, they encourage you to post what you're streaming on the Discord and talk with people and let people know so that you can drum up additional views and followers and things like that. And you know it's going to be people that kind of share the same interests as you, right? Like you go into a random stream and there might be 50 people in there and like two of them, you know, you might do a shout out or whatever and like two of them might actually say, oh, I like retro games. But this is a group that plays a lot. They all play a lot of the same stuff. They like a lot of older RPGs. They like talking about older RPGs. They've all played them. Like half the people in this chat right now came from GKU, and they've all played Breath of Fire 1, so we've all played it, and we're all experiencing it again together, and like reminding each other, hey, don't forget there's an item over there, don't forget. And we're learning things about the game, you know. When I watch them play, I learn stuff from them. When they watch me play, they learn stuff from me. So it's just fun. And they linked their Discord here, and apparently GKU is setting up a stream. When are you going to be starting your stream, GKU? It's 11:30 p.m. for me now. So if people are interested, I can always bring them along when you start up. I'm already actually over my time, but I'm having a lot of fun just playing with everybody. So, you know, okay. Well, I'll go for a little bit longer, and then anybody that's still in the group with me, we'll come over and say hey. Are you going to be doing Final Fantasy VI or Breath of Fire 3 or What are you going to be streaming today? A beat or bust on Final Fantasy VI. Well, okay. So they may be beating Final Fantasy VI tonight, which I will say also, they tend to do longer streams from what I've seen. Like I tend to do like 3 to 5 hours. I don't think I've seen many that were less than 8 hours that they've done. So it's a good thing to lurk to while you're getting ready for bed and stuff like that. Definitely worth a look. Everybody needs to get back in their spot. Now, my question to you, GKU, and if you want to not give spoilers, that's fine, but are you going to fight Kefka legit, or are you going to just kill him in 2 moves? Because you know you can kill him in 2 moves. I know you know that. Sometimes, all the times. Where am I going? Oh, over here. Is it this? It's this end, right? Should I stop and do some shopping first? Boo. Because I got you. I'm not going to stay for really very long at all tonight because it's going to probably be midnight when I'm finishing up. But I will jump in and I'll send you as a private message, or I'll let you know when we come in. Or he can just tell you. It'll leave you feeling hollow inside, honestly, like doing that method. Well, I'll just say it. I mean, everybody here, we're all friends, right? So, I think we talked about it before, but they have a spell called Vanish. And the spell Vanish causes physical attacks to miss you 100% of the time, but it also causes magic attacks to hit you 100% of the time, and death is a magic attack. And because Vanish is a buff, enemies are not immune to it or resistant to it. It's a beneficial thing. It helps. So you can actually go into the fight and just have your first 2 fastest characters both cast Vanish on the off chance Kefka kills one of them, and then have the next 2 cast Death, and you'll kill him in 1 round. Like, he'll turn invisible, the Grim Reaper will grab his soul, and it's GG. You're already procrastinating on your bedtime. Well, don't do that. Why you do that? Oh. Look at those sweet, sweet level ups. 193. Well, don't go to sleep. Just stay here. Stay here with me forever. Not creepy. It's not creepy, you're creepy. Everybody gets a horned hat. Everybody gets one. So the glove here for Bo, there is an item. There is a weapon that you can use that will let him use shields, because that's a shield that only he can use. Right? Yeah, that's a bow-only shield. So, handed, 1. 2. The dwarf bow. The dwarf bow is one-handed. Is that actually the only one? And the sharp bow. The dwarf bow and the sharp bow are the two bows that Bo can use a shield with. He's a trooper. Denaze is a trooper. He's a good guy. We are lucky to have him in our group. We are lucky to have met him. And I mean that. You should have seen him conquering the world. Was it last night in the stream? I don't know what he was playing, but it looked very complex, and he seemed to be doing a good job of it. Getting wrecked. EU4. So that's an upgrade for her, but for nobody else. I'm just... that Grim Reaper is back in the inn just sharpening his scythe, and I'm like, hang on guys, I gotta check all 6 of the weapon shops real quick. Just real quick, I'll be right back. I've still got her using her original rapier weapon. The tri-dagger, and it's not worth it. Wait, we don't want that. I'm great at PvE, but PvP, damn, I suck hard. Egypt wrecked us, but we had good friends and a solid economy. That's all you can ask for, right? Good friends and a solid economy, and not to get wrecked by Egypt. Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be an upgrade, because the Sky Shield, we found that in the cave where you get the ring. There's no way that the light shield wasn't better. Oh, Nina's finally getting some upgrades. Oh, feels so good. She's tanky. Oh, okay, so he's the only one that can use those. Okay, I guess the Ranger Vest is going to be it for the other two, right? I could give Ryu the Power Sword, I guess. That would be a major upgrade for him at this point. But I'll be getting the Boomerang very soon, so... Alright, I will see you in a bit. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I'm gonna probably play for about 10 or 15 more minutes, and then I'll be along. If any GKU people want to stick around, that'd be great. If not, I understand. I know which side your bread is buttered on. Oh, and we got to kill Goblin, or Gremlin. I did say that at the end of every stream I'm going to kill Gremlin for trying to cheat last time. Give up! You're powerless against me! Can I kill your brothers back in that tower? Alrighty. Thunder Dragon. Oof, glad we upgraded some gear. Age of Empires 2. I have never played an Age of Empires game. Really and truly. So these Marble 1s that I dumped 1,000 gold each on are great. They are guaranteed critical hits, which will do double damage with the dragon. So we'll use a couple of those on this boss fight, and it'll make it real quick. I'm not sure if he has a second wind or not. Okay, so he does have a second wind. But it's not going to matter because he's going to die this round. I can feel it. He's going to get wrecked. Right here it comes. Isn't there a firestone around here? Thought I had one. Oh well. Yeah, it'll be the third time I've done it. Remember, we killed Death back in we killed Death twice back in the first chapter. I don't think you were here for that one. The very first episode, we went with Nina and the two soldiers. We killed Mort and Mortea, and now we're fighting Morteo. Oh. But it's okay because he's not wearing the wolf hat. Got him. Arrgh! I'm losing! This can't be! Dies. Where am I? What happened? Why are the dark dragons after you, Ox? I was running from them because I had to give you a message. I am one of the metalsmiths. Our trade's been handed down for years. The dragons, knowing that we are skilled, forced us to make a secret weapon. We tried to fight, but they captured our families. If I help him, I may be able to get... Wait, if I help him, I may be able to get my license back. He's the only one I've got a special voice for. Let's go. We have vowed to defeat Zog's forces. We will help you. The world's greatest thief is on your side. Feel better? Ryu. Hold it. Why didn't you talk to me about this? You literally just said you're going. Well done. The people trust you now. Keep it up. Thank you. Let's go destroy the secret weapon of the Dark Dragons. Let's rock. But first, let's get the secret item hidden under the bed. What? That's right. It's there. I think it's under this bed. Hang on. Nope, I was wrong. It's in another room. I think it's when you get the sphere. The old man that gives you the sphere. Is who you retrieve it from. So we're gonna get that. Okay. Now, the first thing we need to do is we are gonna go on a little adventure, y'all. We're gonna go on an adventure. As Ms. Mo Gaming would say, if anybody in here that's still in here knows Ms. Mo, we gonna go on an adventure. We gotta get some treasure. JRPGs are all about killing gods. Yes, killing gods or becoming gods. One or the other. Sometimes both. So, first thing we got to do, we got to take Karn over here. And that old man that was behind the rocks, well, now that we've got Ox, we can break rocks that are on the ground and crumbling walls as well. So we're going to slap Ox in the front. Boom. Just for good measure, because I like it. Boom. My kingdom was destroyed. I'm one of the few who knows this spell. Ox Smash. Who are you, Karn? Let me teach you this spell. He enters you, and new knowledge fills your mind. As I expected, you learned the spell. You are a member of my family line, Karn. This spell is now yours. Karn learns the spell of simulation. I don't know if simulation is the right word, but we're going to do it. Boom! Look at that. 400 HP. What? That's right. So now we've got Karn, Gobi, and Bo all combined into one super quick archer type character. And now, what I'd like to do is take a little side trip back to a place we've been twice already. We're going to go back to Agua. We're going to get the items that are there. There's some items on the first floor of the tower. And then we're going to go back to the tower, to the tunnel between Aria and Bleak, and we'll get those as well. But I want to see what kind of gear we can get for Ox here before we do that, because he needs... Oh, God, I don't know why I keep doing that every single time. I just immediately hit B. Let's see. Spine Hammer, 27,000. We do it. Yeah, I won't have to upgrade that for a while. Let's give him the Tide Hat. Tide Hat doesn't actually do anything for your stats, but it protects you from instant KOs. We were talking about that before. I don't have the tablet anymore, do I? I need to go grab the tablet. Hang on. What did I say? Denaze, do you remember, what did I say I needed to name this stream? It was something about Marble 3s. Like, did you buy your Marble 3s or something like that? I can't remember exactly. I might have to go back and find it. I have to go back and watch my stream. I usually when I'm doing my streams, I start out, the name of the stream is just what we're going to be doing at the start. I don't try to change it in the middle or whatever, but... if we go to Arad, we can get the B-Rang, but it's not going to actually be usable yet. We have to get it fixed, so that's not really worth it. That's okay, I understand. So we're going to go to Romero. I need to say it Romero. Like, I always want to call it Romero. It's Romero, because the town is named after George Romero. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Welcome to the inn. It's 60 per night. I do like that you can warp to a town earlier in the game, rest, and then warp back to what you're doing and save yourself a little bit of cash. I was about to do something. Always freaked you out as a kid when the zombies would run. See, look, now we've got more inventory space all of a sudden. Just all of a sudden, now we've got it. I knew it was supposed to happen at some point, but I feel like it should have happened a while ago. I knew it was going to happen because I was like, there's no freaking way. Like, we're going to have so many key items in our inventory, we won't be able to do anything by the time we get to the end. Yeah, but the thing is, it was like going from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, it didn't go up, and then going from 4 to 6, it did. So I don't know if it's because we've got the second row filled now, or if it's because Ox is in the party and he can just carry more. Yeah, but we got all these key items that we got to get out of the way down here. I think we're going to use the hourglass like twice in the entire game. Okay. Now, the sucky thing is, I'm not going to be... You can't pick locks with Karn while he's fused. You can't walk through the woods with Bo while he's fused. So you do have to, like, unfuse to be able to just walk these few steps. Which is kind of crappy, but it's the price you pay for greatness, right? So this will be a quick one. Where the destructible wall in this area is just on the first floor. We literally just have to dip in and come back out. I'm not even sure what's in there. I just know that it's there and I want it. So hopefully there's at least one piece of gear that's good, because we did already come through here once when we got Karn and went up to the top and got the flame shield, which is on Ryu right now, and he's probably not going to need another shield until we get to the very end of the game as a result. $3,000 gold, a life, silver bracelet, and life 2. What does the silver bracelet do? Doesn't affect your stats, so it's some kind of a resistance thing. It actually has no effect. Cool. It's just treasure. That's honestly pretty silly. I looked it up. Yeah, the silver bracelet is just money. Well, I did just drop like 80k, so it's the opportunity to get some extra money. I'm not going to complain much. Okay, so it's because of Ox, just because he's got, either because now you've got 6 people, or it's probably because it's probably because he's so big and strong that your party can just carry more stuff. But it's weird. You'd think it would have been better for them to just add 1 row every time you get a new party member, right? That's what I would have done. Warriors, our fate is in your hands. I think I need to go back. Actually, I think I need to go back to Romero, because isn't there a locked door in a basement there as well? Yeah, because we've also got stuff that, like, Ox can move, I think. Like, Ox can move the large boxes in different places and things like that. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do once you've gotten Ox. And then the next character, it's like the second half of the game. You're just basically unlocking new movement abilities and things. So you get Nina, and then you get Bo, and now you can go in the woods. Then you get Karn, and now you can go in. You can go through locked doors, and you get Gobi. You can go underwater. Then you get Ox. You can break stuff. Blue is just uber powerful. And then you get Magu, and you can dig. So really a big chunk of the game is like the reason why you're recruiting people is simply because you need to get into a spot, and that's like how you do it. Which I guess is interesting, right? That's broken. There is a crunchable wall in here, right? Like I'm crazy, but I'm not like stupid and crazy. Like this is possible. There is a wall to break here. Hopefully. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Like twice. I don't know, I could be mistaken. I feel like there's a breakable wall over here somewhere. I feel like it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Right here? Yes. Boom, baby. Okay. It's not the worst thing I could have found, but it's like, oh. +1. But, you know, agility for Ryu is important. I mean, the guy, very shortly, by the end of the first half of next Tuesday's stream, he will be able to turn into dragons that can do AoE effects. Hiroshima M, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Have you been in here for a while, or did you just jump in? Just curious. The ends justify the means. Okay. Well, then I'm glad. I'm glad that you stuck around this long. Hopefully, you've seen something you liked and did not just fall asleep at your desk. I had that happen one time. I don't know if the person was messing with me. They could have just been being funny. But I actually had somebody come in one time that was, oh, you need someone stronger. Dang it. I had somebody come in one time that was part of a raid. And like an hour after the raid, they gave me a follow. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know. Were you having fun? Did you enjoy it? And they were like, actually, I fell asleep, but I felt bad being in here this long and not following you. And I was like, oh, okay. But they did follow, right? They gave a follow before they left. They didn't sneak out the back door. Because of you, I had a great nap. The constant droning of your voice lulled me off to sleep. Well, regardless of why you stayed or how long you stayed, thank you for being here, Hiroshima. You are appreciated. So, I'm glad to have you. Oh no! Haha! Is this literally nothing in here? Oh god. I did not know that was a thing. I once knew an old man who could cast magic. He may live in Bleak. So that's basically a clue to go to Bleak to get another magic spell. That's the is that the fishy one? I don't know. Oh, the other fun thing about Shin, in addition to him just being uber powerful, is he can shoot his bow twice as fast as Bo can, and his arrows go one extra square, I think. So he's much more effective as a hunter. Alrighty. Well, I feel like I have given you all enough whiplash warping back and forth across the country. So, I am going to return. I am going to save. I'm going to save again. And I am going to say thank you, as always, everybody, for watching. Thank you to Tierna Silverpaw for the raid. It was a great surprise at a perfect time. And I'm so happy that you were able to bring in so many great people that stuck around all this time. Thank you to Hiroshima M, That Angry Cat, and Like a Sir for the follows. And to Guffball, who followed me before I came in, before I came in to start my stream. But he is a cool guy. I was watching him before I came to start my stream up, and you should check him out as well. Tierna's still here. Now, I am happy to have given you a stream, Denaze, and I hope to see you again soon. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m., I will be streaming the second half of Shadow Complex. Saturday and Eastern Standard Time for me, by the way. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be streaming Shadow Complex. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be streaming Yoshi's Island. We're up to World 5. And then 8 p.m. tomorrow, or Saturday night Eastern Standard Time, I will be streaming Moonlighter, which we are up to the 4th dungeon. And then my first ever Sunday 8 p.m. stream will be starting up this weekend with Dead Cells, which I have never played before and has crowd participation built into the game. So I can't promise I'm going to do it because I want to learn how to play the game a little bit before I do it, but we'll see what happens. I got a lot of good stuff coming between now and the end of the weekend, and if you just like Breath of Fire and nothing else that I've said, I'll be back at 8 p.m. Tuesday night with my next episode of Breath of Fire. So thank you, everybody, one last time for watching. You are appreciated, lurkers, chatters, or otherwise. And if it's all right with you, I'm going to go do a raid on GKU and see how far they've gotten in Final Fantasy VI. So stick around, and I will see you next time. Stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Later.